Hello and welcome to the Home Concert Channel. I am one of your hosts, Armando Perez. Again, as always, joined here with Federico, Jonathan, Andres, and Oscar. Have a very special guest here today, our friend Jose Andrade, who is a talented mariachi performer. How you doing, Jose?
I'm doing good. What's up, y'all?
Good. We were very excited to bring you on because we remember seeing you play in mariachi, and you were very good. Like it was like, wow, the talent of the mariachi team at specifically at our high school in Southwest was spot on, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I appreciate it that you guys liked it, you know, because we kind of always worked pretty hard at the high school with the teacher. But
who was the instructor?
David Rodriguez. He still is instructor right there. Yeah, we've been going at it for like years. I still like gig with him.
Really?
Yeah. Like it's funny because like I met him when I was like a 15-year-old kid. He just taught me how to like play mariachi and stuff. And now I'm like just gigging like professionally with him. And now we're like buddies.
It's like, so you guys are like peers now. You know?
Yeah, we're like
it was like
peers.
teacher, student.
Yeah.
And now you're like.
When you were in 9th grade, did you join mariachi or that before that?
When I was in 9th grade. Yeah.
Had you played anything before or were you just interested in music in general?
I've never played anything before, but
Oh, wow.
I always wanted to like play music because I was always very like attracted to it.
From like what age?
Ever since I was a kid, I have memories of like me like listening to like music and I'm like playing air drums and shit.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, like I was always just attracted to it. And then I was a kid. I used to live in Mexico. I used to live in TJ.
Ooh.
So like there wasn't really like a chance to do anything extracurricular over there. So that's probably why I didn't really start it early because I used to go to school down there too. But yeah, once I moved to the United States, like around in 7th grade, I got more chances to like do things and get to know the culture and like learn English and shit like that. So like yeah, around 9th grade when I came to San Diego, like I was like, fuck yeah, I want to learn how to play guitar.
You went to Southwest Middle too?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Did you join mariachi there?
Nah.
Do you remember the teacher though?
Yeah, I know
Ballard?
I know Ballard, and like he's very known in the mariachi community.
Is he?
Yeah, like we all know Ballard.
Oh.
It's because like the community is very tight. So like
Infamously?
That makes sense.
Or
not like just we're all just cool with each
okay.
other. We help each other out. You know, like sometimes we're like, hey, dude, I need like a guitarist for a gig. Send me someone.
Really?
You know?
So the groups aren't set. Like it's kind of like
Yeah,
a
they
co-op almost.
They are set, but you know, there's times that sometimes people can't make it. And whenever someone can't make it, you just kind of call someone else. You know, because the rep, it's basically the same for everyone. Because you're practically like a human jukebox.
Yeah.
So you just have to know all this shit. Like you have to know a lot of songs because like you literally just show up to play what they want to hear. So basically everybody knows the rep. So you can just be like, hey, David, can you cover me today? You got to go play bass. Because that guy, he's fucking good. Like he plays...
David Esparza?
No,
David
Rodriguez.
the instructor.
Yeah.
Oh.
He plays every instrument. So he plays trumpet, he plays violin, different versions of violin, guitar, vihuela, guitarrón. And like he knows all the rep on all the instruments. It's like fucking crazy.
What do you mean when you say rep? I think did you explain it earlier?
Oh sorry, like rep is like just the songs in general, like,
like
just
repertoire.
a repertoire.
Repertoire.
You know.
I think the reason Federico brought up that guy and
Mr.
why I
Ballard?
said infamously is because he told us a story, and I don't know if you want to tell us.
Yeah.
Or not even a story, but
I don't know. You remember there was a video of him going like, these millennials,
Yeah.
I hate them.
It's funny because we look at it too. And we're like, hey, look at fucking Ballard, and like, yeah, he's always been like that. He's known for talking a lot. You know,
like is it always like he's talking shit or?
It's like a mix of both. You know, but like, let's say that we have like little concerts for like the school districts, because sometimes I go and help.
Yeah.
And every time it's Ballard's turn to like present his like school and stuff like that, he always takes a long time talking.
Like he's a guy who like loves the sound of his own voice.
Yeah,
Is that what you mean?
he loves it.
did
But-
you guys have a mariachi program?
We did, yeah.
I was just
Parents.
kidding, but okay. In
Yeah.
Outside?
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
I
you
think
guys
all
do.
high schools
Do all
around
high
here do.
schools have?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the
I think
teacher there,
band, but-
his name's Perry. I think he used to be
That's
there.
crazy.
Oh, you know what? I actually know who that is. I went to Camp Cuyamaca.
Yeah,
For it was like a what do they call it? Like performing arts
Yeah,
camp.
That's crazy. What year?
Yeah, and he was there with, I remember, with the mariachi crew, and they were really good.
No, wait. Which year were you there though?
2011.
I think I was there with you.
Really? Oh, shit.
2011.
I went there
Yeah.
for like 3 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we probably did go together.
Yeah, and like Perry was the one that helped singing, and then Fred was the main teacher there.
Yeah.
Wait, so what is this camp? I'm not following. Like, what's
Why have
the...
you never mentioned this?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Camp
this was a thing.
Cuyamaca. It's just a performing arts camp where they choose. It was a total of 4 performers per. For example, like pretty much any performing arts class, a mariachi, folklorico. I don't know what else. Like
Just
I
like
guess like a
arts.
dance.
Musical arts.
Yeah.
And like you go there, and then it's like a huge camp, and it's practically like band camp, but not really. It's band camp.
Camp Rock.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You practice for like 8 hours a day, dude.
Yeah, for like
Yeah.
a whole
You went?
week.
What did you do?
Yeah. I went for folklorico.
Also,
Oh shit!
That's why I never brought it up.
I fucking probably was playing.
I
while
don't
you
know
were,
you
like,
anymore.
Yeah, I
singing
had no idea.
shit.
You've never mentioned this like ever.
Yeah.
Are you ashamed?
No.
You never told us. I've known you for like 4
It's a
years.
safe
Well,
space.
I mean, I guess you know, how often do you go? Hi, I'm Oscar. I dance folklore.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
But we've been together.
So, anyways, the folklore. That's crazy.
know.
You still remember the songs you danced to?
Dude, I remember we danced with that mariachi too.
Yeah, that's why like we did that.
Yeah, we did Jalisco songs. It was I remember we did Jarabe Tapatío. I think we did Calabaceado also. I don't remember super well, but I remember we danced a song with the mariachi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time I'll
It's
bring my
crazy.
bihuela.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
What a small world,
That's pretty
dude.
crazy.
Dude,
Yeah, that's
honestly, I feel like there's like little stuff like that where I'm always like finding out a little bit more. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
nuts.
Yeah.
That's super cool
This
though.
guy's a mystery. I thought I knew him.
And
Who are you?
I'm not who I.
Does folklorico
Folklorico.
and mariachi go hand in hand often?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
always? Because they're two different clubs,
It
right?
depends on the
Really separate.
region that you're focusing on in folklorico. Like Jalisco is obviously, it's one of the ones that uses mariachi pretty much for basically Jalisco is mariachi songs.
yeah, weddings, mariachi, dude. They're getting married with mariachi songs.
Yeah. But like if you go up to like let's say the north region, like Sonora, Baja California, it's more norteño. The dance is totally different. When you dance like Veracruz, it's different instruments. It's I don't know what
Like
do you call
marimba, right?
Like the hey.
Yeah, like there's like a lot of different genres of like music in Mexico that are like folk genres.
Yeah.
I don't really know this style, but like there's like caporales and stuff like that, and they use like smaller guitars. They're pretty cool. But yeah, folklorico kind of just like splits into those different genres. Like we have mariachi has their own style, folklorico, and then like the other genres have their own style.
Something we were interested in that we were talking about when we were, knew that you were coming on was how does, and if you don't mind talking about this, how does pay work? Do you guys split everything, percentage based, or like, hey, this person,
wait.
you know what I mean?
Before you answer that, we did have theories. Can we run them by you?
Yeah, go.
I think so. One of the things you said was
$50. It's like
Straight up.
no, like
okay. So Rico said like it scales per person, right?
Yeah.
If you're gonna play with a group of 6 versus a group of 3, then your pay has to just go up.
yeah. But
to do that.
what I was saying is that's what they charge the client, and then if you're just kind of a performer, they'll always pay you like a set amount, like $50 for
Okay.
2 hours or something.
One of the things that I said too was I feel like the person who generated the lead, like it's like, oh, like my tío is having a whatever party or something, that person gets paid more. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If they booked the gig. So how does it work?
So it's like both of you are right.
Nice.
So basically, I direct my own group too,
Okay.
and that goes into the paying aspect of it because I'm also a part of someone's group.
What's
So-
your group? What's your mariachi group called?
My group is Mariachi Monarcas de San Diego.
It's a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, you gotta put in
You're a part of a
$10, you're
group
gonna
and you
get 300. I'm kidding. Yeah, it started not so long ago, but I already have a set group of guys, so we're just kind of picking up on getting like more gigs and stuff.
Awesome.
You know, you kind of working on getting a planta service, but that really is not working out because we're on purple. So
Yeah.
we're not nowhere near gigging publicly in the meantime. So the process kind of takes a longer time.
You can stream your mariachi gigs.
Yeah. Supposedly you can't stream anymore, like music
Oh, I've been hearing
What
about
is-
that.
on Twitch?
DMCA.
Wait, hold on.
on like Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That because you don't have a license to
That's what I
broadcast,
would assume.
that it's copyrighted material. Even if it was do
Oh,
covers
from like the original artists?
do covers yeah. So do covers also fall in that category, or I
would assume so.
I don't think covers are considered fair use. Like, do you know the parody thing? Like if you're making a parody of something,
like
then
Weird Al.
yeah, like Weird Al. That was like a
Yeah.
big thing when Weird Al was doing. They were like, "Oh, it's parody," so like it's covered under the law. But I don't think that musical covers are.
Yeah, I'm not very sure either. Like, I think it's just gigging groups that can't do that because we're practically just like, because sometimes we used to go live and like people would like tip us,
Oh, that's cool.
you know,
That's
like
sick.
through like Venmo and stuff.
That's sick.
Oh.
I
But-
didn't. That's cool.
But they
like-
would ask you for a song or something. Like,
yeah,
hey,
they're
can
they're
you
like
play
on
this?
the chat. They're like, oh, play yeah, and I'm like, we're like, all right, cool,
That's
and then
sick.
like,
It's the future, dude.
yeah, we play the
way
song
to-
for them, and then they send the fucking the hand emojis.
They
Yeah.
Venmo you guys money? Like, oh, the thing is it as soon as money involved? Is that where, you know what I mean?
Well, we didn't really do it for the money. We just kind of did it to satisfy the followers because we do have a big following like going on. Like people actually seek us for some reason.
Because
And,
you're good.
Yeah, and like we're just like, hey, you know, after practice because we do have rehearsal once a week, and we're like, let's go live, and we just go live, and then that's when like one thing leads to the other, and like, you know.
So how much do you get paid? No, no, what I mean, what I meant was
It's like,
so
fuck, I almost dodged it.
I thought I was in the home
Like fuck.
no, I'm just kidding. But not amount. But I'm just saying, like, is it divided equally among you guys usually?
It's divided equally between anyone but the Caiman, and the Caiman is practically the group director. He's the one that gets the gigs because you kind of do more than the others. Like,
You're the producer.
like you're the one that buys the
salesman.
moños. You're the one that hands over the music. You're the one setting up people with rides. You're the one just kind of doing all that extra stuff. You're the one getting business cards out because
The
you gotta
director.
you gotta print some. You know,
You're on that grind, right?
yeah,
the one hustling.
you're constantly on the grind. You know, like you're going to fucking restaurants and leaving cards there. Like all of Third has my
crazy.
business cards. Like I'm like, hey, here, dog. You know, you want to get fucked up to mariachi music? Let me know.
You know who to hit up.
Yeah. But yeah, so basically everybody gets paid equally, but the guy that practically gets the gigs, that guy just gets paid double.
Okay.
But yeah, it's an hourly wage, and then we do charge by the amount of performers that we have. So sometimes people get really stingy and they're like, like you want to just bring 4?
Give me 2 people.
And I mean, like we could do it, but like, you know, someone's not gonna have to play if they sing, like a melody player,
Right.
like a violinist, because when you're singing, there's violin parts in the
Yeah,
background, like, you know,
Sick.
like the embellishments.
Do you mean that like accent the voice? And if you don't have all those parts, it doesn't sound as
Yeah, it doesn't sound as full.
okay.
You know, it sounds
get
it sounds a little vague. So that's why I like to take at least 5, you know, but I would love to take 6, 7, 8 because that's a fun gig.
Do you set minimums? Like, or I guess, are you that selective yet where if someone contacts you, it's like, give me 4, you're like, no, we do 5 only.
You can't really get picky because
No.
you know how us Mexicans are, like we're always
Someone
one
do it
the
cheaper.
the cheapest options, like, oh, pues otro grupo charges me less, you know, and we're like, well, you know, maybe they charge less because they probably don't know the rep, you know, or maybe they don't sound good because like, you know, I have a couple guys that like,
But that's what I meant by minimum, because once you can set your own thing, because you know how good you are, you know your worth, and you know what sounds better. Sometimes the customers gonna be like, give me 2 people, and you're like, what?
yeah. Sometimes they say stuff like that. I'm like, bro, like that's not even mariachi at that point. You know, you need at least
2
4.
dudes.
What are we gonna do? Dance? Like
Yeah, like, we're just gonna play one chord and no trumpet in the back.
That's,
You know,
yeah, that's funny that you said that obviously you guys know you're good and you guys know you have chemistry and you're good performers.
Yeah.
But how do you convince? Like, is the card enough and then enough for you to not have to, like, I guess, try out or show them that you can play? Or is there like a YouTube channel you direct them to? How's that?
so
work?
we do have a YouTube channel, and we also have an Instagram, a Facebook. You know, No, I want ice cream.
Me too.
It's fine.
Should we
Wait.
wait?
Should we go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's wait.
Dun, dun.
I love it when they play La Cucaracha.
Anyone want ice cream?
Because like sometimes we're like
No.
in
You
National
want one?
City gigging,
You can go get run. Right
and
now.
then
Go.
the ice cream truck guy
here,
changes the song
He's gone.
to La
Yo.
Cucaracha.
Hey, he's gonna go get ice cream. Do you guys want one? He said.
Are you really? I thought you were joking.
Can you
No,
give
I'm
me a
serious.
choco
Can
taco?
you give me a
No, I'm
Coke
okay.
or a soda? If you
Choco taco.
I don't want
Choco
shit.
taco?
I don't want nothing.
Corre, wait.
Wow, this guy's okay.
Oh, he's like.
We'll leave
Just
this in.
catch him.
We'll leave this
You
in.
can catch him, bro. He's running. Dude, he just passed Armando's house.
Go run. Go run, Oscar.
Just go.
Can I have ice cream?
I want a super pop.
Super.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oscar, a super pop.
Here, I'll have $1 out.
Bro. That's what
So, do you guys take credit card? Nah, it's probably too
Oscar
far.
has
Yeah, he's
cash.
coming back. It's too far.
Yeah, it's too far.
Damn,
We can-
where was I?
Well.
Damn, almost.
Yeah, it's
Too
too
far?
far, huh?
Too far.
You're gonna have to post me.
You're like running in the. He's like.
It's like, not today.
He's like, screw this guy.
Where were we?
Yeah, I don't
you were
know.
talking about setting minimums, but that you don't.
That people, it's hard to put a value.
Oh yeah, your YouTube channel.
yeah.
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
There we go. YouTube channel.
Oh yeah. Like, so yeah, that's how people kind of know like what's going on with you, because like mostly it's kind of like word of mouth too,
Yeah. Hell
because like their family tells their other family members, or they saw us play at the Chula Vista Brewery.
Can
That's
one
what-
Mexican family sustain you for like 3 years?
Yeah,
It's
right.
like, bro, like, you know what I mean?
No, yeah, they could, because like my own group, we started like a little early like last year, and like we don't have a planta, like we don't play at a bar yet because we just haven't found any work because of COVID. But like
Wait, what is planta?
It's like
planta is kind of like your set
residency,
place.
right?
The doctor.
Kind of like that. Like, let's say like this bar is like, oh, I want to hire you guys. I want you guys to be here at rush time every Friday, like 3 to 6.
It's
And
a
I'll pay you guys this
repeat
much.
job.
But it's not really full pay. Like we get paid kind of like a third of what we usually get paid.
And then
Because
tips.
it's consistent, right?
Yeah, it's consistent.
guaranteed
because,
work.
Because playing there is gonna make the people be like, oh, you guys have business cards, and then
Exposure.
from
You get paid half in money, half in exposure.
yeah. So basically, that's how we get paid, like exposure and money just
Any
for the
tips?
service. Yeah, we
That
do
too.
get tips. We have a tip jar, but sometimes people are
The Mexicans,
we're-
you got to remember.
Mexicans
Yeah.
are
Well,
Yeah, we're like, cantan bonito, but
cool.
So you
Pero no
YouTube channel.
traigo.
Or what do they say? ¿Crees en Dios?
yeah.
Es que te pague.
Nah, they tip you in like beers. That's what I noticed.
Ah.
Because every time a guy loves the song, he's fucking hammered. He's like, oh, let me buy all of you a beer.
And you're
Yeah.
like, beer doesn't put food on the table.
I know, but either way, I was gonna buy that beer anyway, so I might as well. The place used to give us free beers. We used to just get free beers all the time.
Does it affect your playing? So is there like a
You're
balancing act where you have to like have fun, have a good time, but you have to stay sober enough
Yeah.
to play full songs?
To be honest, there's been times that I played and I was like fucking hammered, like, cause like like you don't really plan on it,
No, yeah.
but like some days you have like sometimes we have like 6 hours of just gigs, and let's say those 6 hours is like
Hey.
4 different parties,
Yeah, just-
and you go to each party, and in each party they're like, oh, shots with the mariachis, and like, so you take shots with customers.
you can't refuse.
Yeah, you can't
I just took a
refuse. Yeah, and like they keep pouring you more, and that just happens in like every gig, and
they're
like
Coke with the mariachi.
yeah, dude, and like. And at some point you fucking love it. You're like, hell yeah, let's fucking keep playing. Let's get some shots. Well, that's who I am.
You're like, and then after a while, you're
Everyone else is like,
yeah,
no,
okay,
sir.
cool.
To be honest, not everybody in the group is like with it. Like sometimes how I get it, but
Are-
that's because I just fucking like, I just love playing. Like I just fucking love it. And like when I'm like hammered, like it's just like
raw.
I'm submerged like in just the music, because I'm like feeling the song, like the big guy Joel. He's pretty like, if you see a mariachi and you see a guy that sings really well, like that guy, he's fucking insane.
Wait, what's his
dude.
name?
Joel
Joel, what's his last name?
Manjarres.
Never mind, bro.
Yeah.
It's because I know a Joel. That's a good
Yeah.
mariachi singer, dude.
It's a lot of Joels.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I was
common.
like, Joel.
Yeah.
Jonathan, can you do me one favor?
Yeah.
Can you pass me another beer, my friend?
Me too.
Can you pass 2
They're
beers this
down
way?
there.
But yeah, like some of the best moments is when I'm like a few drinks in, we're playing it, and then Joel is like fucking killing the song.
What does he play? Did you say already?
He plays trumpet,
Okay.
He plays.
but like he sings like
plays.
amazing.
There you go, buddy.
like he's a great singer.
Look at this guy. It's an art. Thank you.
And like I just love it when we play like
Does he also bring like the el ambiente, like the crowd and
Yeah.
stuff like that? Like,
'cause when he plays Juanga songs, he acts gay.
see you no.
So he-
does he?
Yeah, he's like, Papacito,
Is he like-
te espero a la salida. And like, you know, like he just starts flirting with the
that's
with the
cool.
man, and like, you know, like people like to have fun, so they start like acting like gay back and shit.
What's the song by Giovanni Cadena that you guys played not that long ago?
¿Para qué me haces llorar? Dude, that's like a classic mariachi song.
Yeah.
Que no ves
Como te quiero. Yeah.
That is a
This is like,
Yeah.
It is a classic.
But yeah,
I don't know what it is. No, I probably.
Para que
you ever sing like super sad ones? Like, have you sang Amor Eterno?
yeah,
Bro.
there's a lot of songs, dude.
Yeah.
And you like be playing them, and like you kind of start getting in your feelings too for some
Dude.
reason.
in the middle
Hits
of the
right
show.
here.
Yeah, just mid song, you know.
Are you like, we're gonna take a cry break? I'll be right back.
Yeah, like people are like, oh, play like No Llega el Olvido, and we're like, esa no.
not
Let's not do
yet.
that one.
Yeah, that'll be the last one, so
Yeah.
we can just run and.
Mariachi does that to you, man.
Yeah,
Does it?
Yeah.
I love it because people like that's what I also love about gigging mariachi music, and like what always brings me back to it is like seeing how like into the people are. Like they just
So specifically mariachi, or like, are you talking about like Spanish Mexican music in general?
I haven't really had the chance to gig more outside of mariachi, and I played jazz like in a stage setting before, but mostly my experience just comes from straight up mariachi.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like that's kind of what I see, but like I just kind of see it as in the sense that like I was like, wait, lost my track of my brain. No,
I'll control it for you.
automatic.
I guess what I was talking about more is how we were talking about how there's many genres of Spanish Mexican
Yeah.
music, to be specific, norteño, which is very, very different
Yeah.
than like mariachi. And so do you feel like mariachi over norteño over like sireñas like is
I don't like to really think on like other Mexican genres, like which one's better than the other,
okay?
because like
makes
musically, like structurally, like I'm making up words. Structurally, like it's very similar, at least as a bass player.
Boom, boom.
You know, like
boom,
first,
boom,
fifths.
boom.
You know, like
Boom, 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 boom.
you know, like it's kind of very similar, and like we play a lot of like norteño songs ourselves.
As a mariachi group?
Yeah, because sometimes people just ask for it, so like we
Yeah, 'cause
had to
they
please the
know.
customers, so we just kind of learn stuff out of mariachi too, you know. But like I like all those genres. Like all of them have like really pretty songs, and like the way they use instruments is also very interesting.
What do you mean the way they use instruments?
Just like the accordion, you know.
Compared to the
Like
trumpet.
I love the accordion, like because I played with this mariachi group recently up in Fallbrook. They called me. They needed a guitar player for like 3 hours at this one party. They don't have any violins because the director there, he plays the accordion.
Ooh.
So he plays mariachi music in the accordion, and he just plays the violin arrangements on the accordion. So he plays violin 1 and 2 on the accordion.
So with the left hand-
I know what you're talking about. What is?
Yeah.
There's like 2 parts to the accordion, right? There's
Yeah.
like the
bass.
the one with the
That's treble. Basically, it's just melody, like a keyboard. Think about
there's
it
a
like that.
keyboard and then there's like all these buttons.
buttons, yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? Is
Just-
there,
This is
you know
your
Your notes are-
bass. It's like,
what
and then like when you open it, you get different tones than when you close it.
damn, that's
So you have
Wow.
to keep in mind that it like kind of changes, you know.
yes.
But yeah, like I showed up, I was like, yeah, I want to play with that guy because David referenced me to him. So yeah, we show up and like the gig's fun. The guy's great. He's fucking badass, dude. Like I was like, I wonder how this is gonna sound, you know? And then you show up and you're like, oh shit, like
Better than I could have ever imagined.
it's a good time, you know? Because like I also like that part about gigging. Like you meet other musicians and like everybody plays different.
Yeah.
You know, everybody, even if it's the same songs, like it always sounds different. And I kind of like that because you kind of absorb some of that.
For sure. So I think you just touched on it right now that you haven't really stepped out of that mariachi zone, I guess.
Yeah.
Is there other stuff that you would be interested to do? Like you said jazz band. What about like a norteño or like a rock band, a hard rock band or something like that?
Yeah. To be honest, like if I knew the people and like if I had the chance, I'll probably do everything. Like I just love it.
Any
Like,
form of music, basically.
Yeah.
Because you like everything.
yeah.
Country band?
Yeah, like I'll play country. Like I love country. Like Willie Nelson songs, you know, Johnny Cash. Like but yeah, like if I think of every day, like I'm like, oh, I want to buy a Tololoche, so maybe I can get like, you know, gigs with norteños, and then I want to buy an upright bass because you know I want to play Cuban music
or
and like
something.
yeah, or get a bajo sexto, you know, so I can learn some requinto, so I can play some cool songs.
What are the top 5, would you say, mariachi songs that you are constantly requested?
Oh,
And what's your favorite one to sing? Because I know you sing as well.
so the top 5 that people always ask for, one is Mariachi Loco.
Yeah.
You would think that people wouldn't ask for that, but people just love
I
it.
didn't expect that.
Yeah,
No?
play Mariachi
Like
Loco.
a comfort, right? Like I know this one.
Yeah. They always ask for Amor Eterno,
Mm-hmm.
Hermoso Cariño,
Oh yeah.
Si Nos Dejas, and the 5th one, Niño Perdido.
Which one's that one?
It sounds very like gypsy, like and there's like a trumpet solo. You know?
I never heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had to request a song, what would it be? What's one of your top ones?
Yeah, your wedding, and you have a mariachi at
And
your wedding.
Jose's performing at your
I'm
wedding.
gonna have a mariachi at my wedding. So.
Yeah, you
What is
should
the
just
number?
call
What
me.
is the like number one song you would have to request from them?
I mean,
I guess it's very difficult, I
That's a
guess.
hard
With
question,
yeah.
Yeah, it is a difficult question, but
What's
I would
your
go with the classic. for
Mariachi
sure.
wedding song. There we go.
Oh.
Mariachi wedding song.
Just whatever you would ask for. Like if you had a mariachi right in front of you, you have
Did
right
10
here.
shots
What'd you do?
already.
You're in your fourth. You're in your fourth beer. What
I
song
would
is it?
probably choose a song. I'd probably I know this is not a wedding song, but I like El Último Beso by Vicente
Oh
Fernandez.
yeah, yeah.
I love Vicente Fernandez,
Is that
dude.
the
El beso negro? Yeah.
Beso negro.
Is it El Último Beso the?
Todavía estaría besándote.
It's not the
Oh,
one.
I was thinking of a different one. The Porque te
Me?
fue
What about you?
y por-
Have you heard of Yo he rodado de acá para allá. Fui de todo y sin medida.
Oh no.
It's called
No.
Mi Vida by Jose Jose.
Oh yeah, you
I
love.
like that guy.
You
Do you know
love-
any Jose Jose?
Yeah, we do it triste. You know, like
Almohada? Or
Almohada. We do Almohada también.
but maybe it wouldn't be wedding because it's like
Yeah.
it's sad.
No,
Bro.
in weddings, sometimes they just ask for like weird stuff because like, you know, like people just love hearing the music. Like this one time we had it was this lady's birthday.
Mhm.
She's like 56 or something, and then she just asked for like dad songs.
Dad songs?
Yeah, like play me viejo, you know, and we're like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah, play it. And I'm like, okay. Like,
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure you want that? You're like, yo, guys, this girl wants me.
Yeah, and like,
Just do it, I guess.
and like we'll tell the guys like, oh, she wants to play viejo, and they're like, really? And I'm like, yeah. And then and we're just like, okay, and we just start playing, you know.
But you don't half-ass that though.
Nah, it's always 100%.
What's your favorite one to sing?
Damn, that's a hard one because like, well, I sing a lot of songs, but I think the one that I've been liking the most recently is this Jenny Rivera song, No Llega el Olvido.
Oh no, I don't know that one.
Yeah, that one's like hella like.
You want to give us a quick 5 seconds of it?
Okay. Hey, like,
Hey, you don't have to.
Yeah. It starts. Ya me acabé 2 cartones. Compré tequila montones. Y el olvido no ha llegado. It's a
Jose
song.
Andrade, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
It's a song about like, you know, she got dumped and like you're drinking and stuff, and like I can't forgive.
That was cartonas, the cigarettes.
Yeah.
Because before this,
Ya
before
me-
we started recording, we were
ya me
talking
fumé.
about
Ya me
Alejandro
fumé dos
Fernandez album.
cartones.
El avión ya se
What
cayó.
album were we talking about,
We
John?
were talking about Alejandro Fernandez with Jose
Yeah.
before all this. His new album, because me and Oscar listened to it like
What's it called?
a lot. What's it called?
Hecho en Mexico.
Mhm.
And you're saying the most requested one from there is Caballero?
Recently, yeah, but usually Alejandro's songs they always ask for like Nube Viajera,
The older ones.
Yeah.
Como Quien, you know, like it's always all those songs. Like, yeah, they asked for that one too. Yeah, like I have to sing like all of those.
What was the song we were listening to the other day with Cristian Nodal? What was that one?
Mas no puedo.
They always ask for that song too.
You don't like that one?
No, it's not that I don't like it. I'm just saying like, it's just like music kind of like comes out and like a week later people are like, oh, play that new song, and we're like, damn it, I didn't even know the new album came out. Like, you know, that's like, damn, new songs, like.
And they expect you to be like, you know, right?
Yeah.
So the minute someone asks you for it, like it's new, you're like, oh, hey, we have to learn that one.
Yeah. Well, because we know it's gonna get asked like a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah, you just kind of have to pick up on like stuff like that. But like the cool thing about like, not it's not really a cool thing, but like we're just musicians about it, and like let's say like a violin knows the main melody of that song, and then someone else knows how to sing it. You can tell the harmony and be like, okay, la canción está en fa, you know, 3/4, you know, the
What is fa in, like, what's the
F.
F? Okay.
It's like a
Do,
it's in the
re,
key.
mi. See, it starts at C, right? So like
Mhm.
do,
Dude,
re, mi, fa.
That's actually very difficult to do because you need to make sure that everybody understands like
Yeah.
the language you're speaking. Like
Yeah, you gotta
3,
be able to-
4, you know.
Yeah.
And then when you say in fa, what do you say? It's a 1, 3, 5 or something. Like,
Yeah, for the harmony it's not really a 1-3-5. Like if you're in G, your primera is G, segunda is D7, tercera is C.
then
Yeah, the
fourth,
you know?
D7 is very. When we would learn songs, I think D7 is in every single one of them.
just like that tension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, release back into G, dude.
Yeah, and then like the guys would play the main melody, boom, would start the song, and like keeping tempo, walking the changes. But yeah, we gotta be able to transpose, because sometimes let's say El Rey, I do it in Do, I do it in C, right? And then we're in a gig, and then I just don't want to sing it, so someone else wants to sing it. You know, it's not like I always say no. I never say no, but I'm just saying like as an example.
Or you can't, right? You like sing.
Yeah, and let's say like, okay, David's gonna do it, and he's like, oh, dámela en re.
Yep.
So we're all like, okay, cool. And then we play in re. You know, like
That's high though.
yeah, it is high. You know, but like yeah, like the melodies, like the
You
guys
just have to do that. You have to be able to do that on the spot.
on the spot.
That's
like,
part of
in like
being
2 seconds.
Damn, I definitely can't.
That's what high school's for, bro. High school mariachi.
Oh, like to teach you how to do that?
Yeah, I guess, right?
Get your intervals. right?
Is that what you learn? You would say you learn in high school mariachi, or
No, like I really didn't have a chance to like excel
Mm.
in the mariachi program because like you're too busy learning the rep that you're gonna play in concerts that you really don't have the chance to analyze the music to understand it further, because once you understand it, you
every
can
song is the same.
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel like that?
it kind of feels like it's the same, because it's just like
Yeah.
you're doing you're working the chords as a bass player, you know. But then again, like once you kind of know that and you have more
take it
ability
a
in the
step
bass,
further.
you take it a step further. So
Dude.
now like the walking is like different, you know. I'm adding a little more flavor to the songs.
That's
you know?
That's how you get. That's the difference between performing a song and like making it. You kind of your own.
you kind of make it your own, but you don't want to take over it either, you know, because like the mariachi community, in the sense they don't like it when you change something a lot.
Sacred.
Yeah, it's kind of we always say like viejitos, like, because we play with a lot of old people too. Viejitos are kind of like, they don't like that kind of stuff, but most people don't really care, and like as long as it sounds good, you know.
Yeah.
So the reason I was pointing at you and to touch what you were talking about, there's this show called Gentified. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Gentified. And then
I'm trying to remember
in one of the episodes, it follows a mariachi dad with a kid. Oh, and they're playing music, and he's very like that. Like, no, we're gonna play the classics, and no one pays attention to them like that. And then all the other players are like older, but they're like, they want us to play like new music, like they play like a Cardi B song, or something, and that kind of stuff. So they have to learn that, and that's when people pay attention. So I guess, but I know it's a show, but I'm saying like,
it's steeped in realism.
Yeah, somewhat in realism. Whereas like, do you want to learn other forms of music and like transpose it into
Mariachi?
We actually do that. We have some songs in English.
It's a good example.
Can't Take My Eyes Off You.
I love you,
babe.
Just
Kind of sounds like that, to be honest.
He wasn't far off.
Yeah, we do that one, and then we also do Negra Tomasa.
Dude,
for
nice. Dude, I think
classic.
that was like one of the first songs we ever played together. Like
learned as a band.
4 of us.
Andres is here.
There's a mariachi that I heard the other day play that song, La Negra Tomasa. It's like, it's only 3 people, and it's like a guy who like Julio y su banda. Oh, what's his name?
Julio Sabana.
He plays with this guy. I don't know if you know this guy named Rene. Tall
Victorio. He plays for Chula Vista.
Probably, yeah.
He plays a little instrument, right?
Yeah.
I know Rene. He used to go to Southwest.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He used to go to Southwest. Yeah, we went to middle school together.
Yeah.
He said it's a small community. He knows everybody.
Yeah. That guy plays with him.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and I remember they played La Negra Tomasa, and I was kind of like, dude, how's it going to sound? But it sounded like...
You were skeptical?
Dude.
Yeah.
Really good.
You got to hear it with like a more full band now, that like, with the violins, because there's like a violin solo and like stuff like that. Like we do have solos. Like people think mariachi music doesn't have like musically challenging songs, but there's some stuff that's pretty intense. You know, so.
I can see that.
Who do I need to talk to?
Like you play the melodies, right? Like Esa negra linda, like
on the
violin.
Yeah.
Jesus, sounds sick.
What are those hand motions?
What is?
These guys are good.
You mentioned it earlier, but what exactly is a vihuela?
Vihuela. Yeah, and it's same tuning as a guitar, but like the G is kind of tuned an octave higher, and then it doesn't have a low E string. It's just A, D, G, B, E.
So it's a 5-string guitar?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you kind of do the chords kind of the same. You just don't add that E.
Bass at the end.
Yeah. And it sounds really pretty. It's a very pretty sounding instrument.
Cool.
And you can do all kinds of stuff in it, like a lot of scratch motions and stuff like that.
Yeah. I know. Like for the percussion.
You know, like.
Cool.
Yeah, we have this vihuela player. Shout out to Adam.
Adam what? What's his name?
Adam Rodriguez. He's David's younger brother.
Is it? Yeah. Well, that's cheating.
I know. He's like 3rd generation, so he's already like way ahead. You know.
He's like, my son, I bestow this vihuela to carry on to the future.
Yeah, like we played this song called "The Cascabel," and like everybody solos, like all the instruments solo. And Adam, he's fucking insane, dude. He shreds. His solo is like 2 minutes.
Jesus.
And we're all just kind of standing there, like we're like, hell yeah, you know, fuck yeah,
cheering him on,
cigarette breaks and shit, you know. Yeah, he's just shredding, you know. Like I think I'll send you guys a video later.
Yeah, please do. I was thinking as you were saying, like, what the hell does that sound like?
Yeah.
Well, we'll link like your YouTube. Is it everything on your YouTube?
I don't think those things are there, but like we can go into the other group that I'm in. Their YouTube is Mariachi Diamante San Diego.
Yeah, anything you want to link, we'll put below, and that way people can check it out for sure.
Yeah, you guys can see us there.
I haven't seen them, and I want to see it.
That Adam Rodriguez stuff sounds really good.
Yeah, he's insane. But yeah, like we just kind of have people like that, you know, which is we're all musicians, you know. Everybody's just good in their own little way.
That's good. Rico, can you lock the door?
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
is it another thing? Do you guys have a touring bus or is it a van?
No, we just kind of carpool sometimes, you know. But most of the time we're like, hey,
I saw your truck outside. Is that what you guys usually take, or you take like a bigger?
Nah, like we just kind of like have another car, and like whenever someone needs a ride, I just give them a ride. But like we all just kind of carpool with each other. Like it's funny, kind of like the melody section carpools by themselves, and then the harmony section carpools by ourselves, and like, yeah, I feel like we always just talk shit about each other and shit. Like,
You get there, you're like, hey, bro, nice to see you.
yeah, I know. We're like hella friendly at the gigs.
They're gonna
and
hear
shit.
this.
It's fine.
No, they're not gonna hear this.
We all hate each other. Nah, we're kind of like a family at this point because we all been around each other for like a lot of years. You know, like I met Joel because he's the director of Mariachi Diamante, and that's kind of where I started my mariachi career since I was like still in high school. I was gigging with them already, and Joel was always kind of like a part of it. He would come to the school and like help tutor, so he kind of gave me a chance because I took a break for a couple years of just music, and then I refound myself, and then I was like, you know what, I want to do music. I miss it so much. Fuck. So I just kind of went back into mariachi and bought a suit and stuff. And then Joel's like, yeah, man, come to gigs, start learning.
How much do those suits go for?
They're very expensive.
That's why.
Yeah.
Like around how much?
Like,
Everything.
You pay for the fabric, the embellishments, which is like the silver horses and stuff like that. It's like different layers. Like it's the saco, chaleco, pants. And then you gotta buy your botas and stuff like that.
Altogether, what are you looking at?
If you gotta go to LA to even get this shit done. Yeah. It's about.
I assume it's just way cheaper, right, in LA than
Yeah, because like sometimes people in like Mexico they kind of fuck it up. So like the best suit maker in like the world is like in LA. So he makes like all the professional groups like trajes, you know, like Sol de Mexico, Vargas. I still haven't gotten a suit from that guy.
Really?
Is that the goal? That guy?
That guy's the go-to. Adam actually got his suit from that guy. It looks super clean. I didn't. I got mine from this guy in TJ, and he charged me. At first he was like, oh, it's $380.
Dollars?
Yeah, with like embellishments and stuff. I know, right?
What is that, like $30?
I know $30 in fucking Mexico.
like
In euro?
$20.
Like, damn,
Spanish?
he's like 380 Brazilian pesos.
Brazilian capoeiras.
Honestly, 380.
That's not like...
That's not what we were talking about.
Is that a Brazilian capoeira?
No, it's
Capoeira, isn't that like the martial?
It's like the martial arts.
it's Brazilian dance fighter.
It's like, hey, bro, give me
Brazil?
300
I
Brazilian
think Brazil
capoeira.
has pesos too, right?
The fuck? No, I don't know.
I don't know
I have
either.
no idea.
But when you 380 honestly seems like not as high as I was expecting.
Yeah.
What?
That's the thing.
I don't know.
That's for like a cheap suit.
Is it really?
Yeah, because like
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you ever seen like groups that have like stuff on it. Like they have like it's called greca. It's kind of like designs on it, you know. Or sometimes they're made of like different material that's like nicer and like fresher.
Greca?
Greca, yeah.
yeah, it's like those lines, right? That are
It's like the lines that go like that.
like
Do they have
You
a
know,
meaning
snake.
or do they symbolize
They
something?
symbolize knowledge, bro. I saw some Greek rings, dude.
Yeah, like
No, seriously.
I don't really know.
Like
if it
wisdom
means
and
anything.
knowledge.
Like, oh, this guy's really good. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, or like
So-
groups get like Greca and then like their logo on the arm. You know, like some cool stuff like that, which is very nice. But like, yeah, those suits can go for like 600, 700. You know, and like people pay for that, which because like people are very professional about it and like they
Yeah,
want to
for
look
sure.
good, you know?
Yeah.
I asked because I was going to be Ernesto de la Cruz for Halloween.
Yeah, no,
But
that
I'm not
you
going to
would?
spend $700.
what is
if you want to get a suit like his, it will be like 700. Like
A white
you're
one and
spot
all that,
on.
right?
Yeah, a white
white.
one with his Greca and like the type of embellishments that he
cool.
has.
What was his?
I
what was
wasn't really going to, but that's cool.
Along that same line, have you been asked to play Coco songs?
Of course.
Like, can you guys play Coco?
You're like, oh, okay.
You play
And
the
like we
Onky.
just kind of cringe a little, and then we're like, wow.
Do we have an option?
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know who did that in the Spanish dub of Coco? Do you know who that is?
No.
Marco Antonio Solis.
Oh really?
It's El Buki himself. That's
Damn.
why it sounds super good.
Ay, nada más difícil que matar a Coco.
You cringe. What about like other requests? Are there other requests you get that you're kind of like, really? Like, I mean, I know you were just saying that, but what are some other examples?
La cucaracha.
I feel like this is
really
a fun
ask
song. I don't know.
I don't
Just
know. Like,
That's not even. Isn't that like Brazilian?
I don't even know. But like we know it just because people just
Pull
ask
it
for
up
it.
on
Andres, pull that up right now.
Is that Brazilian?
The origins of La Cucaracha, please.
I think
Pull
it
it up, Jamie.
originated in Fairly Odd Parents. When
I'm
Cosmo
almost
did the
positive it's either Portuguese or Brazilian.
Cucaracha, dude.
La cucaracha.
Verdict.
Let's see.
So
Go
it's
on.
traditional Spanish folk song.
From like Spain?
Spain-ish.
Spanish.
The Mayan people were like, I can't. I can't.
I can't even go through with this joke.
You weren't interested in joining mariachi or anything, Oscar?
I thought about it.
Because you...
What swayed you away? Your friends? They're like, bro, you can be a mariachi.
No, I think I actually did try to join, but I just didn't get in.
It's also a big time commitment.
Tried out.
He had tryouts?
No, like not try out. Like I remember choosing it as one of my electives at one point, but I just never got in. I ended up doing folklorico.
Your counselors were like, this kid, nah,
no future in him.
Yeah.
That's this kid.
Was it? What you mean? Like it was full already? You were kind of late.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Andres, do we have an answer on that yet?
Spain. Spanish.
It originated in Spain.
Yeah, we're practically Spaniards too, so it's all good. But yeah,
technically in 50%.
it's because sometimes we get gigs and like we don't know what the hell's gonna happen. You know, like we just kind of, or whenever Joel gets a gig, sometimes he doesn't tell us what it is, so we just kind of show up because we don't care. We're like we know the songs. You know, like, it could be a burial, a wedding, someone's birthday, mom, dad. You know.
Sense.
Have you ever been to a performance and then you're like you didn't know what to expect and then you got there and you're just like, oh shit.
Yes, that happened earlier last year. So basically we didn't even know. No, wait. We thought it was for like a funeral service, like right after like they already put the body like in the grave and all that stuff. Like because it was at someone's house. So we're like, oh, it's just gonna be the after party because like
a wake kind of.
Yeah, a wake.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of forgot my English. Yeah, like a wake. And we're like, oh, that's cool, you know, because we know like the rap and stuff. Because like we kind of have to show up and be like the party because you don't want to show up at a wake and be like sad and stuff, you know.
Yeah,
you can't be
everyone up, kind of.
Yeah, you kind of have to cheer because sometimes it's just like, oh, play something.
Yeah, it's super
algo bien ranchero and like,
remembrance for him, right? Like,
yeah, he loved that song. Play that song, you know. And people are just getting like wasted and stuff, but eating food, you know, just being a family. And so basically we show up. And like someone greets us outside because they always kind of have to, and like we always kind of come in as a surprise because it's always a surprise to get a mariachi, you know, like that people don't really know, and we come in playing, you know. I'm doing violin, I don't even play violin. I'm coming playing, you know. And then we went inside the house. It was like the door, and then we just crossed because you can see inside because the door is open, so you see a bunch of people sitting down. So we go in like the living room, and as soon as we come in playing. The open casket's like in there, in like the house.
So the first thing you see is like.
So you go your eyes. Yeah, you fucking just go in. You're going. You're playing, and then you kind of just look to your right, and like the body is kind of like where like the camera is. Like it's like that close.
Open casket.
And it's open.
Jesus, bro.
You know, it's like someone's grandma and stuff like that. But like yeah. But it just kind of catches you by like surprise because you don't really know.
Let's go to something happier. Have you serenata / marriage proposals? Have you guys been to any of those?
Yeah.
And what's been the one that you're like, hey, that's pretty sweet that you enjoyed?
Or the opposite.
Notes. You take notes at these, dude? Like,
or the opposite.
Gotta write these down, you know.
Or
yeah, the best one and the worst one.
That didn't work out, and I goes,
what is it?
Okay, the best one. To be honest, you would think that people will be more clever, you know, but they all just kind of just hired us, and then the guy shows up with flowers and like.
What do you mean clever?
More unique in their proposal.
Like elaborate.
Yeah, like elaborate, like you know how in movies, like whenever someone gets a mariachi band, it's like, oh my god, and like
skydive.
Yeah, he's like skydiving and shit, you know.
Pay for proposal, dude. For the whole mariachi, dude.
Nah, it was just this one party, like the guy just proposed to like. Should be better. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was just kind of like a regular party, and then like a guy's like, when you guys come in, I'm gonna propose. And like we came in playing, and he proposed, and she said yes, and I was like, hell yeah.
Was this at the
Question.
wake you were at?
No, yeah.
Question: did he hire you guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
It's not like someone else hired someone else's mariachi.
Dude, I feel like that has happened.
Like perfect timing.
It's like might as well, right?
You might as well take advantage.
It's already paid for, dude.
Request one song, make the right one. Yeah, and he proposed and she said yes. And then right after that, he's like, all right, you guys can leave. And I'm like, and we're like, all right, get full pay.
Yeah, I was
This sick.
Do you get paid the full?
Yeah, you get full pay.
Hey, this guy must be. He just wanted to show he was balling.
Yeah, he's like, look, I have money, I can take care of you.
He's like, I actually hate mariachi music.
You'll be surprised. There's a lot of gigs like that. Like you just play like 4 songs, and like people are like, you guys can leave. Like
That's so. What do they literally tell you word like exactly that you guys can leave? Like
no, not really, because like sometimes like when we play weddings, we kind of sit through like the whole ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
Like the guy's like 3 hours here, but we play like wedding rep when people walk down the stage and stuff like that.
Right.
But like once the ceremony starts, we just kind of sit through it. So I've been part of like probably like 30 weddings already, and I just saw all these people get married and like kiss,
The same
Like it's a big
line.
deal.
It's like they kiss. Like I was like, oh my god, it's real. they're in love.
You don't say.
you're there to witness the
I'm like, oh,
matrimony.
I'm like crying and shit. Nah, there's a couple of times that it was kind of like really cute. So it was like, it's a good show,
Do you believe in love?
Yeah, I believe in blood. What?
I believe you said blood, right?
Nah, I believe in love. Yeah, it's cute.
That's cool, man.
That's why there's like so much pretty music. So
Yeah.
because of love.
That's where it stems from.
And the opposite of love, dude. Not love,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when somebody
I
doesn't
thought you were
love
gonna
you.
say hate.
Other way. Oh, I guess the opposite of love is hate, right?
I thought that's
The
what you were gonna
absence-
say.
Yeah.
I
The
guess
absence of
the
love.
absence of
You
love.
just want to punch
The
someone.
absence.
No.
Because it's not necessarily
different.
hatred.
What is it?
You think you? What were you saying?
I think it's the absence of love. Or love.
Like
The opposite of love is no love.
is
but
no
not
love,
hate.
not hate.
Not hate.
I think that it is like going out of your
Yeah.
way to like, oh, I hate these. Like if like racists. You know what I mean? Like they hate that.
You just gotta let
racism.
everybody know you hate that.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
True,
That's
Like
the
I
opposite of
fucking
love to me.
hate almond milk, dude. That.
Damn, bro. We just got sponsored by Silk.
Yeah, I know. So
Just letting you guys know, I hate almond milk. It tastes like cardboard.
I just got an email
Trash.
from Silk.
You see people like, you have to tell them.
I for
how
one
much you
love the
Bro,
flavor of almond milk.
The thing with
Soy
almond milk, like, you can be almond milk, but why do you always have to like say that you're almond milk? You know what I mean?
No.
What?
Yeah.
I
What do
still
you mean?
hate it.
Never mind.
What do you mean?
I know
This
it.
is a bit.
Nah, never mind.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Is it a character you're playing?
What do you mean? Be
They make it
almond milk?
too obvious
This is
that they'd
cracking
tell
up.
them.
Like you can be like, you know what I mean?
they're like, yo, like they have almonds on the front.
Like you can consume almond milk, but like,
Oh, you mean
and I'm okay with
people.
that. Like
Oh,
I'm
you mean
happy
people?
for them.
I thought you meant the almond milk itself, like advertising.
Yeah, I think that too. I was like, how else are people gonna?
He
know?
said you can be almond milk.
But why do people who drink almond milk are always so expressive? You know?
Like, oh, I got my coffee with almond milk.
It's the same thing as remember
Yeah,
back.
they gotta let you know they're healthy.
Remember 3 years ago when everyone was saying like, oh, vegans say that they're vegan.
Yeah.
Dude, for real.
There's one instance of a person I was once talking to. We were going through our school, and somebody said, like, oh, hey, I'm selling Krispy Kreme donuts, like for a fundraiser, $1. And the person was like, oh, are they vegan? And he was like, no, it's Krispy Kreme. And as we were walking away, she was like, I don't know why I said that. And I was like, yeah, that was very embarrassing.
Is it boneless?
It's just, it was a
just
thing.
He was taken
Did you say
aback.
they're boneless?
Is it boneless?
No.
He's like, they're Krispy Kreme.
You got that boneless
Yeah.
pizza.
I prefer bone-in Krispy Kreme.
I gig with this guy. He's like vegan. And he's super cool about it though.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
even if you ask him, he's like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, he's like, no.
He lies.
Up until the moment he sees everybody eating meat, he like just hides it.
Yeah. He just hates meat. Like he hasn't eaten meat in like so many years. So when he does eat meat, he's like dying. He's like,
He doesn't
"Oh."
spit it out?
Body.
Yeah, but he doesn't really eat it. Like when we're at gigs and people are like, "Oh, you guys make yourself tacos," you know? Because I always eat. Yeah, the guy's like, "Oh, he just puts like
Rice and
beans and
beans.
rice on like tortilla and like guac and like just eats that."
That's good too.
And I'm like, oh, I feel sad because it's good.
Yeah, I feel the same way when I see vegans eat.
Yeah,
But it's
Kinda
the
feel
opposite,
sad, you know?
right? Like they're happy they're not eating meat.
Yeah.
Nah,
If
they're
you give
dead
them meat,
inside.
if you give them meat, that's when they get sad. They're like,
They.
That's when
I feel like
get
they get the pleasure from the satisfaction of knowing they don't need meat.
yeah.
Or I mean, it could
It's
be
like a
just like
mental thing.
Yeah, because you know.
dopamine.
No meat in here.
I mean, that's what it is for me too. Because like when I eat something that I really want to eat, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, like you know.
I gotcha.
It's
I
like-
feel like most of the time it's either like health or medical reasons. That you know what I mean, more than
No,
anything
yeah.
else.
Just
More
kinda
than
like
anything else.
You don't
be
think so?
healthier.
Like the majority of vegans do it for that.
Yeah, that's
don't
what
think
I
so.
think.
No,
Yeah.
it's
It's
because
more
of-
like morale.
I would say
morale,
majority, but you hear more of the people that do it
They're
as
louder.
a choice
Yeah.
because they're louder.
Yeah, I firmly believe you can be healthier if you're vegan. You know, like
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't think
Like
anybody
I don't
would
tell
disagree
people
with
about
that.
my sesame oil addiction. You know.
Yeah. You just gotta put some like fucking lick it off your hand every 3 hours. Put it in your eyes.
Don't they say that vegetarians live on average 7 years, like longer than meat eaters?
But is it worth it?
You're just like
Well, is that
you're
7
90.
years worth it?
A lot can happen in 7
I'll
years.
just pull it up.
You're just like an old person.
Hey, pull it up, Andres. And if I'm right, you turn vegetarian for a week, dude.
Damn.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't
That's a
think
lot
I
of peanut
feel
butter
that
and
way.
jelly sandwiches.
I don't think I feel that way where I feel bad or sorry for them
It
because I feel like
says-
they.
Wait, what's the verdict?
It says in this study they saw that they
What study? Who posted it?
Yeah.
Fake news, bro.
Joe
they
Rogan.
live 6 to 9 years longer, but people who are vegetarian are also more likely to exercise,
Oh,
be
yeah.
married, smoke less, and drink less alcohol.
Yeah.
Nah, it's
like,
only
see,
vegetarianism.
I firmly
So in
believe that too. Because
In
like
general, a healthy lifestyle, right?
yeah,
Healthy
because like if
lifestyle.
you have the power to just not eat meat, you have the power to like not get fucking blitzed. You know, like
Blitzed?
like drink like 12 beers when you go out.
I'm
You
gonna
know,
use that now. I've never heard that.
Yeah.
blitzed right now. Dude.
You know, like because like people like that, like you know, like I had my days that I go out, I drink a lot, and then like I eat like trash, you know, and like. But people that like are super healthy, like they just don't do that.
Speaking of that, you lost a lot of
Oh,
weight
yeah, you're
in the
very
past
thin.
couple years, right?
Oh yeah, it was a
was a long-
journey.
Long journey.
Yeah.
Did you? So why don't you tell
Well,
us about it?
first, congratulations, you look beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you guys.
Very
And which one of us gained weight?
It's like I don't remember you guys from back then.
handsome thin man. But
Yeah.
did you begin with the idea of like, I'm going to lose weight, or did it kind of just start happening?
Yeah, I was just like tunnel vision on like the idea of losing weight because like when I was a big guy, I was never ashamed of being a big guy. I kind of just owned it.
Yeah, because you always played sports as well.
Yeah,
Like, I remember
like,
I was
I was like
in
I
that
fucking
sense.
ball in sports, dude.
Yeah.
Like you know,
we played together for
Lacrosse.
like 2-3 years
Oh.
because we played football together,
Yeah.
and then we played lacrosse together.
yeah. And I was kind of always just involved in sports. Like I was like fat. I played hockey for
Roller hockey too.
Baja.
A star goalie,
Oh,
may I
shit.
say?
I was
Yeah.
playing state hockey.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That they would always be like, all-star hockey, all-star goalie.
All-star
Say
goal.
that,
Yeah, you guys would always
say
do that.
that.
You guys won CIF, right?
No,
or just league for like 4 years in a row.
yeah, we won league like nonstop for
Yeah.
3 years.
they were
In
really good.
Field hockey or roller hockey?
Just roller hockey.
Roller.
Field hockey is for girls, correct?
Yeah. It's more like it's a
It was-
like
yeah.
at Southwest?
Yeah.
No, and like
In general, girls only sport.
no, like there's man
Yeah.
like yeah.
yeah.
It just sounded very.
It just
Yeah,
sounded
for
very.
girls.
It's just that it's because at the high school it was only a girls team.
Yes.
Because
Yeah,
not
there
a
we
lot
go.
of men wanted to play it. But like roller hockey is co-ed, so you can play with women.
Oh.
Did you guys have?
Yeah, we had a good number of girls in the team.
I think I remember like 2, but I don't remember
Yeah.
their names.
Yeah, anyway, back to
How'd you lose that weight?
Yeah. And any tips you can give us?
It's really nothing like a secret, you know, like it's just
What you
Seco?
it's just like kind of like, you know, smoke meth and like
your teeth might fall out
Yeah,
too,
you
but
know,
it's
you
just what the price
the
you gotta pay.
process.
you just gotta take walks more often. But no, I'm kidding.
Like really
Not-
fast walks.
Yeah, I kind of just worked out. Like I was kind of lazy about it. Like, but I was just so big that it was kind of getting to the point that it was hard for me to exercise because like my joints would hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of started going swimming because there's a pool in my apartment complex. So I just kind of swim like 3 times a week. for a couple hours. And because I used to do swimming in like the YMCA when I was like a kid. So I just kind of always had that knowledge. And, but I think most of it is just diet because like, yeah, you gotta be like extremely consistent with diet. Like as in everything in life, to be honest, like as long as you're consistent at it, you're going to get results you want to get.
Music.
Yeah, like musically too, you know, like if you keep practicing, you're going to be you're going to be shred city.
You know what I think?
Like,
I think you're just a disciplined guy. In music, you know, you like sit down and you learn. Same thing with like diet, dude, like you're saying. Discipline.
It's funny because I feel like I'm not as disciplined as I want to be. Yeah. Like I'm always like, fuck, dude, you fucking suck. You know,
that's
you're like,
disciplined.
So the thing with discipline is like your ability to look at yourself and be like, yo, I'm not up to the level where I want to be, right? In anything, really.
Yeah.
Self-evaluation.
Yeah. It's because like as a musician, like I have very high standards of myself. So like if I record myself play and I hear like one wrong thing, like wrong timing or something, I'm like, fuck, this sucks. You know, like I always have to be like perfect for myself. But like, I don't know. I always feel like I could be better. But like that's in the weight loss thing, like I just started being consistent about it because I just was starting to like feel sick with my health. You know, and it was like, okay, you know what? If I want to fucking live long, I gotta lose this shit. No, not because I feel bad because I'm big or anything in that nature.
Nobody would tell you anything, right?
I mean, they kind of did, but like, I don't really care.
Yeah, exactly. Like not to the point where it would bother you.
I don't think anyone was ever really negative towards you.
Yeah, everybody was kind of loving.
He's always a nice man.
Yeah,
always,
like
in school
like,
and everything.
Yeah, like, everybody was just cool.
So the like outside pressure was not at all a factor of it. It was always like, nah, I just gotta do this for myself.
Yeah, it was just kind of that. And then you just live a better lifestyle.
Sure.
Because it is like extremely different. Like,
it's life-changing.
Yeah, just going from being a big man to a regular size man, you know? Because
normal size man.
Because I used to when I went to Southwestern, I used to play college football there too.
Really? I didn't know that.
I had no idea. Did you play with Lance? I ran into Lance a couple of times. He told me he was playing at Southwestern College.
Yeah, I was playing with Lance. We were offensive linemen. So like I was playing guard and he was the tackle. So like you gotta stay a big man to be there. You know, you're always in the weight room. You're always eating a lot. You know, because you just gotta stay fucking fit.
Because other people coming at you are twice as big, if not.
Because you're actually playing against people that like love football and they're like fucking on it every day. You know, they're strong people. So you just kind of gotta keep up. You know. So that's kind of what also kind of pushed me into getting even bigger. And right when that was over, I had a couple injuries. And I was like, I just gotta lose this weight because I don't want to be a fat dad, you know. Was
it a thing like for your future kids? You're like, I want to be, a thin dad.
Yeah, I want to be a thin, cool dad.
I want to be the heartthrob, dude.
Yeah, I want to be the hot dad, you know. Like,
well, let me tell you, you're halfway there.
Fuck yeah! Now I just gotta be a dad.
Just gotta be a fucking dad.
So
it's kind of weird to think, you know, like. In the next couple of years, all of our high school generation, like
I know
some are already parents.
Yeah, like a lot of them are parents.
A lot of them are.
Which for is you?
What do you fucking find them at the same elementary school?
So our kids going to school together? Oh shit! Damn.
I feel like that will happen.
For Oscar, would you say a very large amount? Because you're 2 years older than us. 2 years?
I think 3.
5? No. 3?
Fuck Oscar.
Yeah, I think 3, right? You guys graduated
2015.
Oh no, 2 years.
2013?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Cool.
Well, hold on, 2015.
Yeah.
Yes, 2013.
Do a lot of your friends have children?
A lot of them do. I'd say I could probably say like half of them already do. Really? No, or at least half of them are already like married
or children,
and then maybe a third of them are they have children.
They're either married or they're
10% of them divorced.
Kids. They're children now.
GT, dude. Yeah, it's always whenever I see it.
That'd be funny because like imagine. No, hey, I drop off my kid at his class or something, and he teaches my kid mariachi or something.
Oh yeah,
that'd be cool. I mean,
would your kid's teacher? Yeah, I would. I was actually seeking that, and
that's cool.
A school kind of almost hired me because I was talking to the superintendent. because he's a regular at like the restaurant I work at.
Really? That's cool.
And he's just kind of always there having beers and stuff. And so we kind of know each other on the first name basis. And one day he was kind of drunk, and he's like, "So what do you do, man? Tell me about yourself," because I was working the front. And I just kind of told him what I told you guys, that I used to live in TJ. He's like, "Oh, the school's down there," and I'm like,
word for word, this entire past hour and a
Literally,
half.
like,
He says everything.
with like the joint and stuff. Nah. I was at work just getting blitzed, you know. And I just kind of told him, he's like, "Oh, the school's down there," because he was kind of interested in that. And I was like, "Yeah, it sucks, you know, like when it was windy, the fucking roof will fly and shit, you know, teachers wouldn't show up to school, so you just kind of sit there waiting for the next class. Like, it just sucked." And then I guess he liked that, and then he asked me about like mariachi and stuff, and he's like, "You know what, I want one of my schools to start a mariachi program. Would you want to be the teacher?"
When was this?
It was like a month before COVID.
Oh,
February.
Yeah,
Dude.
like what the
Damn.
fuck. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have you talk to like whoever's in charge with that, and we can get something going." I was like, "Hell yes," you know.
would you want to start a mariachi at a school that has never had it from like ground up kind of thing, or would you want to go to a school that like we've always had like a mariachi department?
I think it would be pretty cool to start a program.
Scary though.
Yeah, but like, at the same time, if I would just go to a school that already has a program and I'm just like taking over, I feel like that would be like lazy, because like it's already started. All the instruments are already there. The suit colors are already predetermined. You know, like if I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna be like, "Okay, you guys are gonna wear, I don't know, like fucking orange. You know, like we're gonna have orange suits. You know, like
You got to do whatever you want.
yeah, like because I'm in charge. So I just kind of like being in charge. So that's probably why I would choose the new program. But like as I'm saying, like I'm not like insane yet. Like David, I cannot teach. I can probably teach kids how to play like all the instruments in the band, because I play a little trumpet, not a lot, but like
He plays small trumpets, not the big ones.
yeah, I play the pocket ones, and yeah, it would just be very difficult to start a class. I'll probably, you know, but like it's super doable.
Yeah, for sure. That's cool. Would you say most people you work with or most people you've come across have that same mentality where like, oh yeah, eventually I want to pass what I know on to next generation or something like that? Or is it not as common?
Yeah, like actually a lot of them are. Like the people I perform with, two of them are teachers. Actually three of them are teachers. One just became a teacher not so long ago. Yeah. You know, and like, but they all have been like involved in some type of teaching situation. Like Joel was never a teacher, but he will show up to Southwest to like help with trumpets. Right. You know, or like
today we have a very special guest in the class. Yeah. It's, you know,
like he was kind of there like every day.
Again, we have
Joel is just here every day. So just get to know him, you know.
What do they call him, like Mr. Joel?
Yeah.
How do I? I'm only. You know?
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. You've always done the
join my band.
You've always done like the tuba sounds, sousaphone, tuba.
I learned it from Richie Valens. I don't know, man.
Speaking of friends, you work with Rocha, right? Still?
Yeah, I got him a job there at the restaurant.
Do you guys play mariachi at that restaurant?
Nah, we can't because my boss doesn't have a. Sorry about the table.
No worries.
He doesn't have
It's not mine.
What's that shit called?
License.
Spotify.
Spotify. Tolerance. Spotify
Stage?
deal. No, he doesn't have like a license to have live music.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Really?
Oh, you have
that's
to
a
have
thing.
license.
This shit's
for
some
live
bullshit.
Did we break that? Or is it only for like commercial properties and stuff?
Probably only commercial.
Yeah,
Well,
it's for
it has to be,
commercial.
right? Because if they hire us for a private event, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because if they're paying you like, if they pay you for any kind of service, it has to come out on taxes.
Yeah.
So you need like an actual license for it, so you can get taxed on it. So like yeah, but like some mariachi groups kind of do the thing that like they just show up and they're like, oh, we're just here for tips. You know, I don't like doing that.
Yeah, I bet it feels sketch like the whole time.
Yeah, you just feel unwanted and stuff, and then like sometimes people don't even want to pay,
Yeah.
or like tip.
Yeah.
You know.
Mex
Yeah, it's like whatever I can get free, I will, you know.
Yeah.
It's
And then you kind of
yeah.
don't want to tell people like, yeah, bro, can you tip me like $5 if you're gonna like
Yeah.
request
You don't wanna ask for
music? Like, you
tips.
don't want to be rude because you kind of represent your peers.
That's crazy. Do people do that? They're like, they request a song and then they're like, oh, thanks, and not give you.
Yeah.
I think it's a miscommunication because they probably think that you're paid by
Yeah,
the house.
It's a big.
You know,
Yeah, it's just kind of
It's
like,
like
Even in that
disconnect.
instance, I just feel like I could never. If I would just be like, I'm not gonna say anything. If I'm not gonna tip, but if I request a song, I like. That's just weird to
yeah.
me.
But what if you thought that the house had it covered? You
No.
know, like
I know what you're saying, but
Okay.
even then, I don't
But
care
just
what
the fact
it
that
is.
you requested
Me
it.
personally
I see.
speaking up to like say something, I would feel like I have to do something.
tip 'em.
Even like at like weddings and stuff, for like bartenders and stuff like that. Like, oh, do you know how to make this? You know what I mean? And then they make you something special. It's like, okay,
I'll tip you. Even like
I always tip the
Yeah.
bartenders. Yeah.
it just feels cool. Like it feels like it's your friend, bro. Like
You just kind of
hey,
feel
thanks,
bad
bro.
because sometimes they put a little more effort into your drink to get you like more hammered.
yeah.
Yeah,
You see them like,
but you know who I never tip?
Musicians.
No, I didn't know it was very common to tip these people, but people who bring luggage up to your room.
Oh, yeah.
Bellboys.
You have to tip them, right?
I didn't even.
I don't
know.
think I've ever
you
been
do.
to a hotel
You
where
stayed
do.
in a lot of hotels, Rico?
I don't think. Yeah,
They
it's always
expect
like
to be tipped.
I'm a consultant, bro.
I don't think I've seen in the travel that I've done for work. I don't think I've seen. They're all like inns. So
Ah.
Yeah, it's more common like at
Big
like 5-star
hotels.
hotels,
bellhop.
upscale, I guess. you could say.
upscale hotels.
Up.
Never tip them.
He's like proud and like never tip, bro. Never will.
Never will.
I
Not
always have that
even
conversation
once,
with
bro.
my brother. Like, should we? And he's like,
Nah, fuck
like-
that.
he's like,
Where were you?
Yeah.
Where was this?
it's a
JB.
it's a hotel in front of La Jolla.
With who?
We had some guests check in for some event at UCSD, and they stayed at like it was called La Regencia, or it's just some fancy like hotel. I didn't stay there personally, but I
But there were
took
bellboys.
guests there. So there were bellboys there, and they asked me the same thing. They were like, there were these Cuban people like, le pagamos algo, ¿qué está
Yeah.
pasando aquí? No sé. En Cuba todo se paga solo, en La Habana todo es súper seguro. No, aquí en Estados Unidos no hay nada.
I love Cuban
Wow.
people.
They're good.
They're
Like,
great.
They're so funny, bro.
At the Baja State, the trainers that we had, like the people that just like kind of give you back rubs and shit, you know, the sport trainers, there were these two Cuban ladies, and like they were just so cool. Like I'm like, oh my god, everybody here speaks weird Spanish, you know, because it's like people from like different parts of Mexico, and then like the Cuban ladies, and they just have all this vocabulary that you don't even know of. You know, like they're cool with getting called mi negras, you know, like
Yeah.
hey, mi negra, and like they think it's like
They're
a
like,
cute
"Hey,
thing.
what's up?"
Hey, ¿qué pasó, amigo?
Like, there's a lot of that in like reggaeton music. I feel like they use vernacular that I don't understand.
Oh
I
yeah.
have to look it
Yeah.
up.
Mi vaina.
They
Like
make up.
specifically Maluma's in his song, he says bellaca.
Oh yeah, it's very common
I didn't know that was
in
common.
Colombia.
Yeah, so that
Bellaca.
obviously.
I mean that's It's,
What does it mean?
I think it means like someone you
if I remember reading this correctly, I searched bellaca. Like, what the fuck does that mean? And it's like
having sex or like
It's like
kind
a-
of
what
like
the fuck
making
does it
out or not
mean?
making out, but like
it said
it's a
it said-
sexual term.
It's a sexual term, but about women like dressing being a certain way,
like
indecent. I
Okay.
guess you could say.
like skimpy
Sure.
train.
Like,
Yeah, and that
Is
Is
yeah,
he like
you're going
whore?
towards the right
Yeah,
direction.
There we go.
It means whore.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't want to say it, but yeah.
Okay.
It means whore in a nice way.
I just want to know so I don't use it. Like,
But just certain vernacular that we don't use in other languages, like tiny words.
Como hijo de tu
Small.
chingada madre. Yeah.
No.
No, we use that, but
We use that all the time.
what?
I use it on the daily, dude.
What the? Como el You don't Mario, use that? fuck you.
Mario, fuck.
and then we like speak like frontier, like Spanish. Like people in like
Mhm.
South Mexico speak Spanish
It's
so
different.
differently.
Like, you know who would talk about that? That I hope we may have on the show one time
Who?
is Mr. Rodriguez. He would say that all the time. He'd be like, "Oh, like me das like raite or something." It's like, or he'll say mi baica or something.
We like,
Oh,
that's just like
Chicano
That's
Spanish.
ocho. That's
Yeah,
ocho.
he's
That's
talking about
Chicano.
parking.
Estacionamiento. Yeah, he was saying.
He says parquear.
But-
Parquear, yeah.
But aparcar is like a thing, you know?
Aparcar.
But it doesn't mean the same thing, right?
It means to park.
No.
No, it
Was it-
does, bro.
Oh, okay.
No.
Does Mexico have
estoy
an Ox-
aparcando.
Does Mexico have an Oxford Spanish dictionary where words are added like
Bro,
really?
nobody gives a fuck.
Like, is it that level?
But-
I guess it's just how people know where you're from at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
like,
Vienes de Chilangolandia, güey.
and then I met some dudes from like Sonora, and they talk like that, you know. And like I was just talking with them, and the guy's like, "Oye, tú hablas muy raro."
Yeah.
Like he said,
"Nah,
I speak weird, and that's what I said. I was like, "No, tú hablas raro." I'm like, "No, you guys are weird." It's just like funny situations.
We, we've talked about this a lot on the show. Maybe like for every guest, except for David. But actually, we've only talked about this once probably. But so well, since you speak Spanish, would you say you speak Spanish more than English?
I think I'm like
50-50?
Exact perfect.
I'm exactly the same in both now.
Now, I mean, I don't know if in general, have you written your own music? Have you tried to?
Yeah.
And we've talked about, do you enjoy English music or Spanish? Like when writing, in what way more?
It's funny because like I have my little notebook of like lyrics. The songs in Spanish are more lovable, and the songs in English are like heavier. You know, like
Yeah.
sad.
it's kind of like I don't know why, but like that's kind of like the inspiration I get from like
Spanish more like
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like
what's the word? A romantic language?
yeah. I only have like
Yeah.
one English song that's like very romantic,
okay.
but like that's it.
I would have guessed that's funny because I feel like I can think of examples like the opposite, where it's like
Heartbreak-ish Spanish more.
Oh, yeah. The thing,
You know what I mean? Like that's the very like you ruined it, not me.
Sierreño has its own themes. It comes from a different place. Mariachi
Yeah.
music is very like
Loving.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't necessarily
I
saying
think there's
mariachi for him.
both.
I don't know what kind of music you write in general. Like you like all forms of music we just talked
Yeah.
about, you know. So
Just is whatever I was feeling at the moment. You know, sometimes I write cumbias, sometimes I just write
Really?
love songs, sometimes I just write like Beatles style shit or Beach Boys.
Wow,
you
you're
know?
going all over the place, huh?
You know, because
Wait,
this guy
Boys. They say
loves the
Beach
Beach
Boys,
Boys,
dude?
dude.
yeah,
That's like his number one.
like
What's
I
your
just
favorite
write
Beach
like
Boys album, Andres?
1960.
what's the Beach Boys album you always put on? You always talk about? Not Surf's Up.
Pet Sounds.
Pet Sound.
What the song California Girls? What
Yeah.
what album is that from?
Not Pet Sounds.
It's the one where they're like standing on the boat.
Yeah.
do you have you recorded anything yet?
Just some acoustic stuff, but like it's just like I'm not like happy with it, so I just because like I'm always like, okay, I'm gonna learn how to play everything,
Hmm.
and then once I do know how to play everything, then I'll record my music. Because like
You're fucking busy.
I know I just don't have time, you know.
Yeah.
Gigging and working and
Yeah,
working and
like-
gigging.
And then outside of that, like I need to practice like the instruments I already know, so I can just stay sharp. So it's not like I have a lot of practice time to learn something new.
And then would you say it's hard to get somebody else to like give them that same vision that you have? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
if you're writing
it's-
a song, how do you tell them?
Yeah,
do
it's
it
kinda-
exactly like
It's
this.
kind of hard.
You did boom, 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 ch, but we need ding, ding, boom.
Yeah, like I'm very vocal like that.
Yeah.
Cause like Adam, and just to mention him again, he plays the drums,
Right.
and it's funny because I just told him to. I was like, bro, learn drums, so he can
He's
so,
like,
we, so we can play like jazz and shit. And like he's like, okay, and then it took him like a year or two, but now he's pretty good. And then but it's hard for me to explain to him what I want. So I'm like, no, you do the kick on the 2 and the 4.
I got you.
And then like the snare is there.
Is
And
he
he's
like
just
your-
like freaking out, like because I'm like mean and shit. But like, yeah, it's kind of hard. That's why I kind of say that I want to learn how to play everything.
Is he like your partner in writing music ish, or is it more you write it, you do everything, and then you just spill it out to the guys and tell them like, hey, play this?
Now, like we don't kind of have that. We're not kind of there into the point of playing what I'm writing. We're just kind of more into like
Jamming.
or like because at school you're like in applied music class. So whatever instrument you're playing, you need to show some sort of proficiency
Mm-hmm.
each like 3 months. So you're just learning new rep that's like more demanding, and Adam's doing that for drums. So I never got the chance to be in that class because that teacher, I don't know, he fucking hates me or something. Like he's never given me a chance to join it. But like I get in it just by playing with people that are in it because they need musicians.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you guys need a bass player? I'll fucking play anything, you know. And
What's
by
Southwestern?
class, is it at Southwestern?
Southwestern, yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
applied music. And then Yeah, Adam's doing that for drums. And like, he's just like, what genre should I do? And let's just fucking start with jazz, dude. Just start playing drums in jazz. So every other genre is just easy. So that's kind of what he did. Like, he didn't even start with fucking rock.
The thing with when you say easy, you mean that jazz has like, you know, odd time signatures and stuff like that, where
it's kind of weird.
You can play jazz, you can play anything.
Yeah, because it's a very expressive genre. Because like most of the time it's full improvisation. You know, every drummer plays the song differently. You know, everybody does accents here and there. You know, and then you gotta learn how to swing. So like once like that's like out the way, like because like once you get there, your kind of brain expands musically, and like you can now add stuff into other genres. You know, so now if you play a song, you can add some licks.
Even in mariachi.
Yeah.
Do you think it extends to those two different?
Yeah, it kind of does extend to that because like, okay, let's say we're doing a cumbia in like G. I'll just walk the bass. I'll just do the blues bass lines like boom 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 boom. You know, I'm just doing that the whole time. You know, like, and that just comes from like outside like knowledge.
That's cool,
Because
dude. There's so much like
it's impossible to talk about everything with this guy in a matter of time.
Yeah, but there's so much music that has never been, I guess, married, that I feel like on paper people would immediately dismiss, like blues and mariachi. You know what I mean? It'd be like, no, like,
it wouldn't fit.
What is that? Yeah. It's like when you're cooking and you add in, you know, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna put in chocolate in my burger or something like that.
Horrible example.
Yeah, that's
peanut butter in my burger.
There we go. Peanut butter was what I wanted. Peanut butter burger, right? Like the Roy that you love so much is it's like that. And then you see it and you're like, what? But it might work. It might taste good.
It's cool because there's a lot of influence of like other music in mariachi these days because there's always new content coming up. And like groups have done covers of like just pop songs. Like, and for example, Billie Jean. There's a Billie Jean mariachi version from this group.
Can we look at that?
Yeah, it's great. And then the guy that plays Vihuela there, he has a YouTube channel. He's called El Zombie. And that's kind of like where everybody that plays harmony learns the music from because he teaches you how to play the rep. And he's a part of that recording of Billie Jean. And that's kind of where like I kind of found out about it. But yeah, it's just like mariachis, they're just kind of like we're always kind of like evolving because we start absorbing other genres, and that's kind of like why like now there's like covers of like outside music and mariachi.
That's what you were saying. It's exactly what you said for
that video that became very popular was when his name's Rich Brian now. Rich Brian and Post Malone. Do you remember that video?
Yeah.
I remember that became a very popular video because it would join two genres.
Anyone ever ask you to play that song?
Just one time, and it wasn't even part of the gig. We were just kind of walking to the gig because sometimes we kind of have to park far because parking sucks.
They were never friendly.
And like people were just walking by and they're like, "Hey, you guys play that Post Malone song?" And like, you know, as a musician, you can kind of bullshit it. And we were just kind of fucking around as we were walking by and just kind of thinking that
when it's different enough, when it's different enough, and there's like you can just make something up and it'll probably sound close. You know what I mean? Like
because like once you kind of like understand like music like structurally like that, like you can kind of do a lot of things.
I want to see this. You can drag it to the other screen. And then just
any of them?
Huh?
Any of them?
Let me see which.
Is there a specific one you're talking about, Jose?
Yeah. Let me see.
Is it by Los Picadentes?
No. Did you just put Billie Jean mariachi?
Yeah.
Let me see, because like it's a picture and they're all like kind of like in a row next to each other. Okay, cool.
And then turn that.
Go up. Let me see. Go down a little.
Oh, do you recognize the thumbnail?
Yeah. It's the one right there. Gray. Down. That one.
I can't wait to hear this.
Who can dance?
Do they? And like all these guys in this group, they just gig in LA and like people's parties. Like they're just like random dudes. Yeah.
Do they do Man in the Mirror?
You can even see a live version because this is like studioed. But yeah, the live version, you can see how they perform it live. And like sometimes like mariachis just start like doing like the little dance and shit. We just kind of start doing shows and shit. Yeah, like the guy does like a flip, and like the guys grab him, and he's like doing the lean, and so like the other guys are fucking grabbing him.
So fucking sick.
I love watching LA mariachi videos because like the level over there is like much higher.
Dude,
They're just like they're all just insane. So like there's a lot of stuff going on up there.
As far as concerts, what concerts have you been to recently that you enjoy?
I mean,
Or not that you enjoy, but what concerts have you been to recently?
Pre-COVID.
well, yeah, pre-COVID. There we go. That's what I was gonna say.
Pre-COVID, there's a lot because I love light music.
Huh.
So I'm always going to like local events sometimes.
That's cool.
Like local bands, like they're called like shows and stuff. I go to those a lot. But like a big concert, the Smashing Pumpkins.
How recently was that?
It was like kind of like 2 years ago, and then like I think 3 years ago because I went to both of them because they came twice
Oh, really?
in like the last 3 years.
So that was the only band that you felt like, oh, I want to see them live.
Yeah, because like I just like their music. Like I love it.
Are you a fan of Billy Corgan? Like everything?
Yeah, I love Billy Corgan. He's great. Like I want to get the ice cream truck from Today tattooed on me.
Yeah.
Like I want to get that. But yeah, like I got front row tickets both times.
Nice.
Wow.
Jeez,
Yeah, and then like the first time I was just fucking hammered. Like and like
And you were like, today.
yeah, I was just fucking vibing. I went alone, dude, because no one wanted to go with me.
What?
So I was just like, you know what? Fuck all y'all, dude. I'm gonna go alone.
Damn.
Just pick me up.
I wish I could do that.
You know, as you get older, you gotta do stuff
You gotta just
alone
do that.
sometimes.
Yeah,
Fuck your-
because not everybody's gonna have
Yeah,
your
it's like, I
taste
wanna
and
do
shit.
it.
You know?
This guy, do you remember the Tyler the Creator thing concert?
Yes.
I was messaging Oscar.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I think you had said like, hey, you know what? Can't do it. And I should have gone.
Yeah, you should have gone. It was really good.
Should've. I was
I,
like,
I work
I
at
don't wanna go
I work
alone.
at an arena, the
Oh,
Pachanga,
shit, yeah.
San Diego Sports Arena. So every time there's tickets available or something, and we have extra tickets, sometimes, rarely, I'll have
Once
extras,
at a time.
and I'll tell these guys like, "Hey, there's this show. Would you like to come?"
He's just saying that so he can't promise anything. You know?
Yeah, because sometimes I'll have them, sometimes I
would too.
won't.
Yeah.
And,
And sometimes somebody will ask him and he'll have him and he'll be like, no.
it just depends on the type of show. But if it's like a show that
And who it is.
and who the person asking me is, usually I just say no because
By default.
yeah, it's
You
like
don't
no,
wanna-
I don't.
Because
But
then
if
it turns into a habit, right? Like
Turns
they'll
into a habit.
always message you just for tickets.
Yeah, it's just a thing. But
Yeah.
I just ask like it's always because live music is really cool, no matter the type of music. We've had country, we've had
You had-
country,
You had Marco Antonio
Elton
Solis too. You
John.
said that one
Oh,
was like
shit.
country too.
Have you ever had a mariachi there? And during the time that you've been working there?
No, I don't think so. We were gonna have
Yep. I don't think people like us that much, you know, to like have
That's
a live
a-
not
event.
even in San Diego.
Unless it's like,
No, I
like
mean,
one of the
we're gonna
best
have
in like
el
the world.
grupo firme
I know Mariachi
Oh,
Vargas.
Really?
Yeah,
We're
Mariachi
gonna have
Vargas
it
comes
in
in a lot.
April. We were gonna have Los Tigres del Norte with Alejandro Fernandez, but they
Oh.
Oh.
canceled.
Boy.
that was
They
gonna be
canceled,
a
so that
good
was
one.
disappointing. But I would
Damn.
say Marco Antonio Solis was cool. He was very good.
You
obviously.
said that he was surprisingly, or not surprisingly, but you didn't know that he was good at the drums also, and he was like playing them like super well.
No, I didn't know. He's just a musician in general, but
Like-
I didn't know that was a part of the show. Like usually, the show, the main artist doesn't do like something like crazy. Yeah,
So
but
what, did Alejandro just did a sick drum solo or what?
no, Marco Antonio Solis.
Oh, Marco
He's like,
Antonio.
Pookie himself.
I have a video of it. I have a bunch of videos.
What the
But
fuck?
Crazy.
That guy,
bro.
how old is that guy now? He's like 60.
107.
He's fucking, he's fucking shredding on the drums.
Yeah, it was just a snare, but even then, it was really good. Like
Yeah.
it really fit into the music.
It just shows you that he's like skilled
musician.
musically,
Yeah.
you know.
but
That was Jose too. Like he played the upright bass.
Yeah.
He used
That's
to
how he started.
he used to play jazz.
Yeah.
He's a jazzer.
Really?
That's how he
Yeah.
started. And they were like, hey, bro, you can sing.
He would play jazz in Mexico?
City.
you can
Yeah.
sing.
Really?
That's how it started. They
He's a-
got him. He was
Just
just
a
like
fellow bassist.
Yeah.
But
a bass player.
the best concert was Elton John. I think that's been my favorite one so far
Because it was the last.
packed.
And you would not call yourself a
You-
fan. You would
Elton
not
John?
call yourself a fan before the show. Like, oh, I love Elton John.
No, I can't even say now that I'm a huge fan of Elton
But
John
that
because I
show-
know a lot of his songs, but even then I can't say like I know like a lot
Yeah.
of them. But I was like listening to some. Usually before a concert, I'll listen to some songs of theirs just
Yeah.
because I work there too. I have to like, oh, okay, I want to know something. The person I regret not like listening to a lot was Michael Bublé. I only know like 2 or 3 songs, and
he's huge.
He's really good, super good live. Elton John was the best though.
I was in a jazz vocal ensemble in Southwestern, and like the teacher like sometimes would give us a sheet of like just music that we could like perform, and most of the songs were just his songs. So I'm like, what the fuck, you know? Just like I only heard his fucking Christmas album, you know, like
it's beginning.
Yeah,
we just
like Christmas.
Let us know. We're thinking about doing a Christmas special
to where we cover those kind of songs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like this. We're gonna drink. You're gonna smoke, and we're just gonna get together and have a good time and maybe play some music. Yeah,
still in the works though.
We'll up again. With Michael Bublé in particular, and like that, like Christmas stuff. What other, with Christmas coming up?
Yeah.
What other like famous
Christmas albums and songs?
Who do you associate with that?
Bublé, Sinatra, Mariah Carey.
Yeah, that's like
Carey.
radio music, you know.
Radio. Who else? That's pretty. Those are the.
I like the Johnny Cash Christmas album. That one's really good.
I've never heard it.
Yeah, I fucking love Little Drummer Boy.
Boom, 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 boom,
boom. His voice is like just so deep. It's like whoa.
Christmas albums. Bubbly is my the main one.
Isn't there like a George Michael's song?
Last Christmas.
Oh, that Last Christmas.
Oh yeah,
that one. It's a good one.
And the very next day.
Hey, didn't Ricky Martin have, or was it a Christmas song or a Christmas album?
He probably did. Probably
I don't doubt it.
I think it was a song.
I don't doubt it either.
There's some other Christmas. Yeah, the holidays are coming up.
Feliz Navidad, dude.
Yeah.
Jose Feliciano.
Jingle Bell Rock. Classics.
I like the Guadalupano songs.
Who sings the Jingle Bell?
Or like I don't know. I love Christmas season for mariachi music because I love the mariachi like Christmas music because we have Christmas music too. Cool.
What do you guys sing? La Virgen se
Yeah, like all those, or like y beben los peces en el río.
Have you given it any thought of any songs that you want to play?
Oh yeah,
for the channel.
Oh. So as of the time we're filming this show, you haven't like 100% decided what you're gonna want to do. Right?
Yeah, I just kind of want to brainstorm or something. You know?
Okay, we could. I like it.
I have some picks, but just like.
So the two that I know of, because I think Jonathan told me.
Yeah, because we were talking. Me and Jose were talking in the DMs.
And you slid into that.
She slid in.
Automatically, was like, "Hey, how you doing? You want to come on the show sometime?"
He was like, "Sure, send me pictures."
Like,
and you were like, "What?"
It's like, let me see it. Wait, what?
My scar? No.
The two that I know, and one of them we've done before, is "Tu Sin Me" by Dreadmar, that you were thinking of, and then the other one was a song by Bill Withers. What's it called?
Ain't no sunshine.
Ain't no sunshine when she's
Yeah, or we can do "Use Me" by him. That one's also good.
You big fan of Bill Withers?
Yeah, I love him, dude.
Okay. So if you want to brainstorm, what are some other things you're thinking?
Well, like "Use Me" by him, you know. We can just.
I'm gonna step out for a second.
I cannot.
Oh, hey, you put a Tame Impala song recently, huh? Do you like Tame Impala?
Yeah.
You can't hear Oscar?
No. Can you guys hear me?
I love
yeah, we can all hear fine
from that guy.
Did you like the new album?
I just heard a couple of songs of it, so I haven't really heard the whole thing. But so far, it's so good. You know,
it's right there.
I watched a video on him.
Which video?
And he says he likes I don't even remember, but I remember this quote that he's like, "Oh, I just love the way pop music is like. You don't really need to know like." Any musical knowledge, you know, it's just pure feeling.
Oh, Kevin Parker.
I think
he does talk about how that was his challenge / goal to write pop songs, not from the beginning, but more recently, because of that.
Yeah,
I think he was talking to. It was before this album. It's a pretty old video, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I saw that video. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I just kind of started listening to them more because I used to know like the classics, like It Feels Like We're Going Backwards.
Elephant,
and like
yeah,
like I knew those, so I was just kind of starting to listen to them more lately. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we don't even have the Slow Rush here. We should get it. Put it up on the wall.
What did we say?
Slow Rush was really. We saw that. That was our last show live.
Do you know the Parcels?
No.
Parcels?
Yeah, they're good, bro. Funk band.
Soul funk.
I'm interested.
They're big. I think on Spotify they have over 30 million.
They're very big. If you look on that vinyl, their single right there overnight was produced by Daft Punk.
Yeah.
So they were playing a club in France,
Hmm.
and Daft Punk was there. My man, Daft Punk.
They
had, like,
bros.
Your man's.
They're just standing there like
We are Daft Punk.
but they were
from the
there,
future.
obviously, like, you know, Daft and Punk was there too, and
Which one was Punk?
they were listening to
The one with the
them
mouse.
play, and they were like, "Yeah, these guys are really good."
These guys are
And
like,
then, you know, one thing
Yeah.
led to another, and then they helped them produce overnight. And that was
Yeah.
when they got like very, very famous.
And then Parcels by Parcels came out, dude. and Everything changed.
Parcels by Parcels. You mean the self-titled album?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, love that. The thing that we've recently come back to all the time is the live volume 1 that they did in that
Yeah.
German studio.
Oh yeah.
It was a
Yeah,
studio
it's
in
really
Germany.
cool.
Can't remember what it's
That was a
called.
very impressive.
That whole
set
thing.
live.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Set.
I love albums like that, like because I collect vinyls too. So like,
You do?
Yeah, I just have a bunch, just like a big stack, I guess, like kind of like this.
What are some of your prized, cherished possessions?
Oh,
So we can steal them.
I know, right? Well, I have Houses of the Holy for Led Zeppelin, and then I also have In and Through the Door by Led Zeppelin. Those are like my 2 favorite albums. And then I have the last 3 Gorillaz albums, kind of like those.
The Plastic Tree.
Plastic Tree, and then Humans, and then there was the other one, I forgot the name of it. Cause my record player broke, so I don't even use them. I just kind of have them there, and I don't want to buy like a really expensive one. So,
Yeah.
so I'm just like, fuck, I'm just collecting these. But yeah, I also have like the Johnny Cash, this really old Johnny Cash album. Not his greatest hits, but it's one of his best albums. I want to get Folsom Prison though. That's the one I've been looking for.
The live show he played there.
Yeah, that one's a good one. I want to get the Buena Vista Social Club one.
I feel like they sound familiar, but I don't know if I've heard.
Yeah.
Has anyone else heard of that?
No.
Buena Vista.
Yeah, I recommend it. You guys should listen to it if you like Cuban music and stuff.
Cuban music.
Yeah,
What is Cuban music? What does that mean?
kind of like
Like, oh yeah, Bob, you know. I can't do it.
I forgot.
Can we play?
Well, it's not like Celia
Hey.
Cruz.
example?
What's up?
Oh, so you said it's not like.
It's kind of like that. It's just it's like Latin jazz, you know? You know, like Latin jazz.
Guantanamera.
Kind of like that.
Have you seen Office Space?
No.
Because I feel like the intro song is a Cuban song. Mambo number
Yeah.
9.
4.
5.
Mambo number 5.
It's not like the actual Mambo number 5, right?
No, not that one.
A little bit.
Not that one.
That's what I thought you were talking about.
It's not the original Mambo number 5 by Lubega. Hundreds of years
Wait,
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Like that.
Yeah.
It sounds like a song they would have put in Breaking Bad when they're showing a montage of them cooking meth, dude. It's like ba-doom, doom, dee-doom, doom, and then they're like packaging
Kind of
everything.
like Dexter.
The
You ever
beginning of
seen
Dexter?
You know, like Dexter is always playing like kind of upbeat music.
When they're doing like montages of
like,
killing or murdering or something. I
No,
didn't- I
just
didn't
in
watch that
general. It's because it's in
Yeah.
Miami,
Yeah,
Flora.
it's in Miami,
stuff.
so it's like
that makes
that's the
sense.
genre kind of.
Yeah, no, I know. Okay, now I know what you're talking about.
You guys watch Dexter, right?
No, I didn't watch
watched it. I loved it.
I
for a
saw
while.
like 6 episodes.
Did you guys see they're redoing the last season?
Just the last season only.
Redoing it.
They're mean
I saw
like
that.
the rest is
Reimagining
non. Okay.
Oh, thank God, because that was the
Terrible.
worst. I believe that's considered like
One of the worst
still
shows.
one of the worst endings to like a good show.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give away the ending.
Yeah,
but it's
for
just
sure.
bad.
Do you think they could? I didn't know. That's cool that they're doing that. Maybe that sets a precedent for that stuff
It's
because
like fan service.
Kind of.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess
I
it
mean,
is fan service.
I would rather have that than what you
What
were
you got?
left with.
what you get.
Did you finish
Imagine
Dexter?
it, a reimagined
And did you like the ending?
Game of Thrones.
I was gonna
I didn't-
say that, but
I didn't love it, you know?
Yeah.
Like I expected so much more because the story goes it's kind of told by a narration of him. He's just talking about it. So like,
Like it's in his head a lot of the time.
like I
He's
thought
oh.
it was gonna like fucking give me a huge plot twist and blow my mind, but then it's like it was like, oh, okay.
But it's not even a plot twist. It's almost like a series of events, and you're like, what? Like,
Yeah,
that was just
it's like they could have done so much more.
they could have done a lot more. So that's cool that they're. I heard that they were rebooting it, but I didn't know it was only the last season. That's
sick.
perfect.
That'd be cool if they did do that with other shows, because I also didn't like the ending of
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Everyone.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people hated it. It did feel like it was going downhill from even the season before.
It was the opposite of fan service. They
It was like-
wanted the fans to not like it.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
like they're. What was the phrase that kept saying?
Divert expectations.
Yeah, close.
Subvert
expectations.
Sorry,
yeah, there we go. They're like subvert. Like all the comments would always sarcastically be like, "Oh, it just subverts expectations." You know what I mean?
Fuck that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wasn't-
Game of Thrones, in particular. What else has a terrible ending? Did you see Lost? I hear Lost is always.
Yeah.
You saw it? You saw the whole thing?
Did you like the ending? You can say yes.
I mean,
Yeah, you can.
I didn't think it was
I love it.
Terrible.
you know, terrible. I didn't think it was great.
You're just like, oh.
Just like, oh,
Alright.
I mean,
It's over.
yeah. I mean, the reason I was, I guess, okay with it was because I actually liked the show up until the ending, and the ending was just whatever to me. So I just kind of
You didn't like it.
accepted it.
accepted it. I think that's a good word for
Maybe
it.
that's what they're trying to do. Maybe that's what the writers are trying to do. Just whether you like it or not, accept the ending. No, I hate
This is
it.
what we're giving you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. You're not getting a reimagining of our last season.
You think of like song endings compared to movie endings, dude?
Every Homesick. Is that the name of the band? Homesick?
No.
Homesick.
Which band?
I gotta read it right now. It always has a really good intro, and then the song just flops after that. And I just went mute. I can't hear myself.
Is it Catfish and the Bottlemen?
Home Shake.
Oh, okay. They have a song called Homesick.
Oh, shit.
Home Shake.
Yeah. Like they only have like 2 good songs, but like after that, like
That's
all the other songs starts like really good. It's like a
Mhm.
sick intro, and then after that's over, they never play that intro again, and then the song is just different. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Can you hear yourself now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Whatever you did, it worked.
Dude,
I know,
How,
it-
how important do you think
Fuck
the
yeah.
ending is for a song? That's like where
The art
everything
songs.
everything
I
just
think-
like
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think
comes
and
together.
the ending, it's like probably the second most important part of the song. I think the beginning and the ending is
Yeah.
the most important aspects of it.
The ending is where you have to be like one, like,
Mm-hmm.
and then everybody has to just
Yeah, you gotta come together like real well.
Are you speaking specifically about live music?
Yeah, because that sounds like a live thing that you're saying.
But also in general in music,
In
it has
recording
to just-
too.
I feel like songs rarely in the recording studio version will do the like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
I can't think of
I guess I'm not
examples for that.
specifically saying the
Bombastic and like
Sometimes
No, you just think
studio-
everything has to
that
end.
the whole band just
Yeah.
sings together and just concludes at
What
the
are some
same
good
time.
song endings? I like how
just
Reptilians.
haven't
I don't know why I was thinking of that one, but how they drag out that one note, and then there's like the bam, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's the end of the song.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean? That's very cool.
I
It's very
think-
iconic.
I think the best ending I've ever heard was "Have a Cigar" by Pink Floyd.
How does
That's
that-
like the only ending that made me go like, oh fuck, you know. 'Cause I was
How's it-
probably
how does it
driving.
sound?
I was probably fucking blasted. Um,
There it is.
it's just
Don't
like
drink and drive.
it's just Gilmore just fucking shredding. You know, it's like the end of the song. He's just fucking killing it. Everybody's going super hard. Like the bass is going hard. The drummer's going fucking hard. And then like he's going like the solo is like exciting, and then like the sound just comes in together, and it just sounds like very lo-fi, kind of like it just closes and it gets like softer, and it sounds like you're listening to it from like a radio on the corner of the room, like it's like kind of far from you, but like the song's still going, and then it just kind of studio fades.
Studio fade. That what's his name?
It's
In an
just like
interview, like,
intense the whole time.
That
you
guy.
know?
What's his name? Alex Lowe, Zane Lowe, something. He was interviewing John Mayer for the song New Light, and that's how New Light ends. It's a fade out.
Yeah, because he's doing the.
Yeah. And it doesn't like end in any other way. And he's saying like, oh, I should have ended this other way. And
John Mayer was saying that?
No, the guy Zane Lowe, I think is his name. And then John Mayer was like, yeah, but I like them. I like to have them wanting more. And I was like, So that's
Yeah, fuck.
That's right around in the end of that song is right around where he like introduces that synth for like a second. He's like using like a synthesizer for the bing, bing, bing.
yeah.
And then you barely hear it. And I guess that's what he's saying, right? It's like you get a little bit of it and you're kind of like, where's the rest?
The same with I guess Tame Impala does this a lot too in the song "Breathe Deeper." In the you know the part that goes that we're both adults, but we behave like children. He says he's like this part of me that hopes that I will write a full song to this one day.
Just that part,
because that's just a certain part that
Breathe and it's Deeper sounds good.
Yeah, it's three different parts. It's the song, and then you get that,
and then it goes
that, and then it goes back to like the
and then from that it goes into the other one.
Morning. Yeah, it's just like
they do that a lot.
He changes the end like the
or he'll like
the thing is those are like the best songs live because you know they're not gonna end it like that. They're just gonna at that point they're all just gonna fucking shred. You know, like everybody's gonna fucking just kill it right now.
That's how.
That's why I love a lot of
Apocalypse Dreams. Have you heard that one live?
Nah, I haven't.
That one's crazy live because the drums are just the guy's.
Yeah.
That guy's crazy. He just
that one's a very long song, right? Live, it's like 8 minute song.
Yeah, they keep going and going and going and going. But speaking of endings, Andres, can you play the ending of that Pink Floyd song that Jose was?
You gotta hear the whole solo.
All right, we gotta hear the whole thing.
How long?
Just play the whole
it's 30
song.
minutes. Is that okay?
and there you go.
Ahead of its time.
Oh, I see.
You'll never hear them play it the same way twice.
Yeah,
there's no getting back to that original recording.
People always say like, whenever they just played their music live, like it was just insane, dude. Because like they play the same songs, but like every time the solo is different. Somebody comes in and plays a fucking sax solo. You know, like. It's just always like something going on in those shows, and like Pink Floyd is like known for having the best shows ever, you know. So I'm like, fuck, I'm so sad. I'm never gonna get to see that.
Did David Gilmour die?
Well, no one really died. It's just like
no chance.
Their farewell like fucking concert was like in 1998 and shit, you know. Like,
well, I mean, Rage Against the Machine, they got back together. It was like 25 years since their last show or something.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that applies to Pink Floyd. I don't know what went down with them, but
yeah, those guys been like around since like the late 60s.
Jeez. They could do their 80th anniversary comeback.
Yeah, like they have like really like old albums, and they just played like, you know, like the first style like rock music. When they had like the other guitarist, forgot his name. It's the guy that he got like schizophrenia or some shit.
The original guitarist for Pink Floyd?
Yeah. And then that guy had to leave, and then David Gilmour came in, and that's when they started making all this trippy shit. Yeah, but those concerts are like the best.
All right, everyone. Well, thanks for watching. We've been sitting here with Jose Andrade, mariachi, very talented mariachi player, but also loves all genres of music. Well, you can follow him on Instagram at jin.morrison, right?
Yeah.
Is there anyone else, anything else you want to plug? Your mariachi, do you have a YouTube page?
Yeah, follow Mariachi Diamante de San Diego.
Okay.
On YouTube. You'll see me in a couple videos there. And yeah, same thing on Instagram. You can follow us, Mariachi Monarcas de San Diego, Mariachi Diamante de San Diego.
Okay.
We'll link everything below.
Yeah, and then I don't know my friend's IGs off the top of my head, but I'll give them to you guys. Just put them on the description, you know?
Yeah.
Every musician I just talked about, he's going to be there. So.
That was a lot of them. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Pink Floyd? I don't know.
Add David Gilmour for that one, you know?
Awesome, man. Well, thanks for coming on, man. We hope to have you back if you would ever want to come back. And we're looking forward to the music performances you're going to do for us, too.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everyone. This was episode 5. See you later.
Peace.
See you.
Later, y'all.
See you.